Hi guys, so I am going to do a video today about my progress with my weight loss journey. So I haven't been recording these, well at first because I was busy and I really wanted to document my journey, and a lot of times I talk myself out of doing the video or documenting it. And I guess the reason why is because I felt like I wasn't doing a great job. And I know some of you that follow me on Instagram said, well, Hope, it seems like you're doing a great job, you know. And what I was doing was I was comparing myself to other people who may be on the journey. And I would beat myself up about it, and I didn't want to film. I really, because I felt like, why should I make a video about it? But in a way, it's something up there on my ceiling. What is that? A spider. Anyway, I should make a video about it because I want you guys to know that this journey is not perfect. There will be some stumbles along the way, and I think sometimes when you see someone's journey on Instagram or even in a video, they may tell all the positives but not the negatives. So this journey for me has been really emotional. Happy times, of course, but some sad times. I'm learning to embrace the differences. At first, I kind of was like maybe having buyer's remorse, like what did I do to myself? I can't do this. And I was like, yes, you can, Hope, because he wouldn't have brought you this far to leave you. But so many happy moments. Let me go over my stats, and then I wrote down some things because when I am thinking throughout the day, I'll be like, oh, I want to share this and that, and it's probably some things that I still may have left out. But my stats are, my highest weight ever was like 293 or 298. I can't never remember. When I was pregnant with Josiah, so I never hit 300. And that was my goal with pregnancy because I was heavy enough. And I never say my height, but I'm 5'1", so it kind of can gauge you. So I'm a shorty. And my surgery weight was 288, and today I am 224. So I am now, what is today's date? I am now 8 months post-op. And for me, I feel like I should be further along, more weight than that. And I feel like I would have if maybe I didn't make any bad choices sometimes, if I was more consistent with my workout. But I'm learning. I'm learning and I'm adapting, and I see that with this progress or with this journey, it's not anything magical. It's not going to be perfect. You're always going to struggle. And then I even felt like one time that maybe I chose the wrong surgery. A lot of you guys recommended that I do the sleeve. I'm still glad that I did the sleeve because I didn't want to lose weight too fast. I didn't want to lose weight and my skin didn't snap back, because right now I have all of this right here and this even bothers me. You know, I haven't had super big arms, but you know, this bothers me just a little, just a itty bitty bit, but I'll still wear a tank top or whatever. I want my skin to snap back. I don't want to, because I still want to wear like cute things, because I felt like having Cottrell young, and then I don't know, I didn't get a chance to wear um, the cute things, super, super, super. I don't know. You can still wear cute things and be plus size. But I just didn't get to, like for example, like the high heels. I didn't get a chance to really wear those without putting on the weight. And now that's a non-scale victory, which I was going to go down the list. But the non-scale victory is, I put on some wedges that I bought. I think for a housewarming I was going to wear them, or for something. They were cute and cheap. And they're so pretty. And I just tried them on because I was cleaning out my closet. And I was like, oh, I put them on and I felt like I could dance in them. And they're about that high. And I know before they felt like stilettos. If I had any kind of pumps that were just this high off the ground, they felt like stilettos. So that was a non-scale victory. Another non-scale victory is that I can go up and down the stairs without effortlessly. I can go up fast, I can go down fast. And the boys made a joke one time like, oh, I used to tell who was coming down the steps. Not bad or anything, which I know what they're saying. I can tell when my husband's coming down the steps versus my teenager versus JJ coming down the steps based off of who, you know, how their step. And so they was like, I thought that was Dad coming down the steps or JJ or something, because I would go up the stairs or down the stairs. With that being said, one time I was working out a while ago and I got really pumped that day. I have not been taking my calcium the way I was supposed to be. So make sure you always take your vitamins, always. And what happened was, I got pumped that day. I don't have knee or ankle trouble or anything, but I do get a tinge in my left knee because I was trying to do, I used to be a cheerleader, an old high kick, and that jostled something. I think this was before I even had Josiah. And so sometimes it will bother me. And so with that being said, make sure you take your calcium, because when I was going up and down the steps, I was starting to hear creaking in my knee. I popped my ankle, my toes. Creaking in my knee going up and down. I could hear it, and it was really bothering me. And I knew why, because I went 6 months without taking my calcium consistently. And I know you said, well, why, Hope? Because I sat up there and didn't. I should have ordered the Bariatric Advantage, I believe, chews. Those are really good, because taking 3 things of calcium, those hard pills, you have to space it out from your multivitamin or your iron, which I have to take sometimes because my iron is low, because the calcium citrate will absorb the iron. Having to remember that, you tend to forget, oh, I need to take this calcium right now, and not right now while I'm taking my multivitamin, because it'll absorb the iron, and it's kind of a little headache, and you have to find a system that works for you. So anyway, I take that on a regular, but then also one time when I started taking it, I got constipated really, really bad. I was trying to figure out, was it the calcium? What was it? Was it something in the calcium? Because I was drinking my water, so it was awful. Another non-scale victory is I feel like I have a little bit more self-confidence. My YouTube channel has helped that a lot anyway, on my other channel. And far as creativity and motivation and so forth, well, I wouldn't say motivation, but creativity and just the encouragement of you guys. But it has helped with self-confidence a lot more, and I can tell, which that is natural anyway. Smaller clothes. Right now, I'm still in an 18-20. I feel like it is getting some slack, but I'm still in an 18-20. I probably will be, I have tried on clothes, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know I could wear that. And I probably could wear smaller clothes, a smaller shirt, if I wasn't so top heavy. But that always has been the issue with me. Even when I was a cheerleader, I had to take it in. Um, I had to take mine out when everybody else's needed to be taken in. So, yeah. Change in mindset. Um, I wrote this down. What exactly did I mean? Um, oh, I guess like working out and so forth. Now I would do it without even second guessing or thinking about it. Um, if I had to work or anything, I wouldn't concentrate on, oh, I need to relax, I got to work tomorrow, and it's getting late and so forth. And now I just go out and just do it because that's what's more important, putting myself first and my health first, because if you don't, then no one else will. So those things, not thinking that I have to put this 3-course meal on the table or a full, a Sunday dinner on the table every night, that has changed. And wanting to pamper myself and taking the time out to put a little bit of foundation or makeup on, getting my hair done, nails, looking at clothes a little bit more, stuff like that. That also tied into what I was going to say next. Working out more. So I'm working out more. My goal this summer is to work out five days a week and go to the gym. If I don't go to the gym, I can work out in the garage because my hubby trains people in the garage, and we have a treadmill, elliptical, some kettlebells, a whole bunch of stuff in there, squat racks, stuff like that. So he was teaching me how to use that when he's not there. So I need to take you guys to the gym with me. I haven't done it in a while, mainly because I don't have space on my phone to record. But I need to do that because that was fun. I did talk about thinking about that I had the wrong surgery, and I guess to go back to that, if I had gastric, I think my iron would be super low. I'll be malnourished, and I didn't want that to happen. Yeah. And the other options I really didn't consider at all, like the duodenum switch and the lap band, stuff like that. Those are just things that I really didn't even consider, but gastric and the sleeve. So I think the sleeve was the best for me. The sleeve just mainly restricts how much that I eat, but like everyone always says, it's a tool. It is only a tool. It's up to you to make and change your mindset. Recently, or yesterday, I found out that my old trainer at American Airlines passed away. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if he was sick or anything, but I know he was heavier, and he loved to eat. And it just made me wonder. It just put everything in perspective. My diet's not perfect. It's still not perfect. I wish I could be one of those super healthy gurus, that eats all the right things, the superfoods and the vitamins and stuff. But maybe eventually, one day, I don't have to be, but one day my diet will get better. And but to see the changes is awesome. So, feeling down and depressed some days. There are days that I feel depressed or sad. Then there's days that I feel over the moon. I feel ecstatic. I feel brand new. I feel happy and just like, oh Lord, I just can't believe, this is my life. But then at the same time, I feel like, well, Lord, why are they just dropping the weight and I'm not dropping the weight? And I just thought that this will help, and it has helped, because there have been times where I wanted all this food, and I have emotionally ate it, or I have mentally ate it with my eyes, or how would you say that? I don't know. But I went in the grocery store and was hungry, got all these 3 different types of wings, got this, got that, and I can't eat that. So, I can't eat all that. And, yeah. So, with that being said, I guess it's more emotional because I didn't realize how much food was surrounding my day-to-day life. Like, what was we going to eat out maybe for that weekend as a family? What were we going to eat after work or on the weekday for dinner? What we were going to have for a holiday? What we were going to have for this cookout or anything. And I didn't, I, I prepared myself for this with watching YouTube videos and going on forums and so forth. But it's like one of those things like you can't prepare for, just like a child, having a child. You can't prepare for until you actually experience it and go through it. So you do feel, for me, it was emotional. You know, I ate as I got older because I was maybe lonely because hubby was working or my mom was working, or just to make myself feel better when something might didn't go my way that day, or just to out of satisfaction. And when you go through this, you get full really fast, and then you can't no longer, or you shouldn't eat the foods that are not good for you. So it kind of puts the emotional strain, and then you try not to take that into something else, another bad habit. Like, I don't want to take that into spending money or shopping. I love to shop and spend anyway, but I didn't want to take over another bad habit. Like, some people start drinking or maybe smoking or anything like that, and I know that my next trigger is spending money or shopping. And so I had to pull back, and I still need to pull back. But I have to remember when it comes to that to realize what my goals are. You know, write my goals down, what I plan on doing with the boys, what I plan on doing with the house, or my future goals, vacation, or whatever, and realize that, hey, I want to achieve this, so I don't want to get this temporary satisfaction by buying this, because there's nothing going to frustrate me by having clutter in my house and so forth. So anyway, but to make yourself feel better, find motivation. Go on the Bariatric Eating Facebook group. There's always motivation there. Go on YouTube and watch more videos. I need to watch more videos on people, on their successes and so forth, and that helps a lot. I think I mentioned this already. It was more mental for me. It's been more emotional. Yeah. So on a daily basis, what I eat is I like to have the Premier Protein shakes on hand. I haven't been a big tuna fish person, but I need to be more so, and also yogurt because it has a good source of protein in it. But I will eat tilapia. Like, if, for example, if my family, I make spaghetti for them, I will just pull out a fillet. I will usually make 2 or 3 at a time so I can have some for later, or and some shrimp. Sometimes or some shrimp. And I love to have the steamed broccoli on hand so that I can just put it in the microwave and it's done. I can put, usually I don't put anything on it, maybe pepper, my leg, or I can put, was it Mrs. Dash on it, and that's something quick. Also a salad. You do have to wash the salads because what's in the salad, but of course you can make your own salad. You can get the bag salad. There's always options at the restaurants for salad. My husband, he does a good job doing that. A lot of times he'll get the salad. And I'm like, you making me look greedy. Like, we went to Texas Roadhouse And I love this dish called roadkill, and it's nothing but a um, ground steak, what they call it, chopped steak. It has cheese and peppers and onions and mushrooms on it, and I usually don't get it with mushrooms. And I've been wanting it since we went to the Asheville trip, and he got a Caesar salad. But the thing about it is that when he gets that, sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's not, but most of the time it's good. So, but usually I like to go to Sheets. It's a gas station. I don't know if you guys have that. I customize my own salad, so I put on there what I want, which is usually about every topping. I love Ruby Tuesday salad bar. Now with this journey, Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's is high in calories, depending on what you get. If you get the dressing on the side, and you need to get grilled. I haven't had a McDonald's in a while, but I love Wendy's. What's it called? Apple. I can't think of it, but it has apples in the salad. Apple, blue cheese crumbles, and I want to say bacon, but I don't think bacon's in that. Chicken. I can't think of the name of it, but I like that. The taco salad is okay. It's a little wet for me when you add everything up, and I like to make my own taco salad, so. But I love salad. Salad is my thing. In the morning, bacon and eggs. I love bacon and eggs. I did recently pick up some turkey bacon, and I tried turkey bacon instead of regular bacon. So I think my neighbor is doing something next door, so I hope you guys can't hear that. So I don't know what. I'm about to look to see what he's doing, because it sounds like a saw or something. I can eat bread, but I would recommend not even trying bread or trying sandwiches or anything like that. Don't do it, because once you start, it gets a little challenging to say no. At first, it didn't even faze me. Now, one thing I don't do a lot is I don't make sandwiches at home a lot anymore. I used to love to make a ham sandwich, or turkey and ham, or chicken, or, you know, they'll eat the ham. I think I said this in a video, with some chips or something. But I don't really do that at all anymore. Even when I make a tuna fish sandwich, I don't have to put it on bread. I can just use maybe some saltine crackers. I try to only limit to maybe 3 crackers, maybe 2, and then eat the rest, you know, just with a fork. But usually my weakness is, when I realize that I could eat, is a chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A, or chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A, and then Hardee's has like a $1.50 spicy chicken sandwich. And those are mainly the two that I found, well, not the Hardee's too much anymore, but that sandwich was a little bit smaller, but at first it was a weakness of mine. So don't start with the bread at all if you can help it. The soda, I do drink soda. I try to drink the diet, but soda is something that I think it's a mental thing, and I feel like I have to have. But then I realized, oh, I went a whole day without soda. I went 2 days without soda. I went 3 days without soda, 4 days. And what helps me is the ice drinks if I need carbonation, and I never finish the drink. And if I feel like I needed something like that. Sparkling water, you know how they have the flavored waters at Walmart or whatever. I don't really try those, and I feel like that's really a waste, because I can't even finish the ice drinks. Then how in the world am I going to finish the sparkling waters that are about that tall and that big? Of course, I can give it to my family, which I end up doing with so many different things. So don't start with that. Don't start with the sweets. I think what I started with, being honest with the sweets, is it was super duper emotional for me when it was Halloween time, because it was the first Halloween. I had my surgery, what, the 21st? 21st? October 21st. I'm a candy fanatic. I love candy. I won't mess with cake. I won't mess with ice cream. But I love candy. Um, the non-scale victories, I guess, in those situations at times is when I go in Dollar Tree. I go in there and I don't get any snacks. That's a good non-scale victory. But there are days that I do get a snack on the aisle. And what I tend to do is I will give the rest of it to my fam. You know, with this journey, I kind of course, I get full faster, but I get tired of things really fast too. So, that's a plus. So don't start with the sweets. What I was saying back to Halloween is that was really emotional for me because it was brand new and the boys had all of this candy. I mean, a ton of candy. And I wanted some, and I think I may have tried like a Kit Kat, and I felt loopy. I felt really disoriented. Not disoriented. A sugar rush. I felt palpitations. That's what I want to say. Um, and it probably was dumping at first, but now after a while, and you have dumping more so in gastric. After a while, your body, if you have something sweet every now and then, it gets used to it, and that doesn't happen with the sleeve. So that's when I come into play sometimes, like, oh, I wish, I might have should have had the other surgery versus the sleeve. And guys, I'm only telling you these things, not so that you will do them, so you won't do them, so that you can be successful on your journey, and just so I can be honest with you guys. Tips, like I said, so I need to hurry up. It is just a tool. This is only a tool, and sometimes you hear people say that, but you don't get it until after you went through the journey or going through the journey. It is only there. It's here to stop me from eating certain foods. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of pasta. Certain foods now, but certain foods, yeah, and rice. But it also helps me to limit myself. Like, I'm not going to eat all these donuts, and I'm not going to, even when we go out, I'm not able to even finish my meal. I have to take it with me. And even if it's good choices, I have to take it with me and make multiple meals out of it. So it's only a tool. Listen to the doctor. When the doctor tells you to take your vitamins, take your vitamins. Don't skip. It is very hard and tough. You like, oh, I can do it. But if you're having trouble with taking maybe your simple blood pressure medicine, or even getting out doing a daily routine of walking or something like that, it can be tough because you have your multivitamin. I'm still on my blood pressure medicine. That's a goal, to get off of that. Blood pressure medicine, iron when I need it, vitamin D when I need it, my calcium citrate 3 times a day, and I'm probably missing out on something. I think maybe a fish oil or something they want to take sometimes. So make sure you take your vitamins. If you have to get a pill reminder and then you like, oh, I didn't take my vitamins at all that day, and you'll see it because it's there. So I'm going to try today. With me, with my vitamins, when I take them like I'm supposed to, I cannot sleep. I am amped. I am pumped. Like if I take them every day, that B12, that's what I'm missing. That B12 and that iron just have me full of energy. So listen to your doctor. Make sure you're getting your water in. That also contributes to your success on your journey. 64 ounces of water. Make sure that you get your protein in, which is 60 to 90 grams of protein. I could be wrong with that, but I know my goal is always to get to 60 grams every day, 60 or more of protein. It's best to track it if you can track it in your fitness planner. I have a fitness planner, Happy Planner, and what I tend to do is I just take the pages out and put it in my mini Happy Planner. That helps with tracking it. Also, my Fitness Pal, I like to write it down. I think I said it before in here, so that if I had a good week or I dropped weight or whatever, then I can put it or feel so much better that week, I can go back and look and see what I did. Kind of what they said, you know, or what they told us in Weight Watchers. I said this before, nothing can fully prepare you for surgery. I think just for some people, it's more, I'm a more of an emotional person, so that's why I think that I am more emotional in this process than other people. But I'm doing better. I'm doing better. And in that being said, don't worry about what other people are doing or compare their journey to yours, because just like anything in life, people only see, or you only show people the good, the positive. You don't show them the heartache and the hard times and so forth. They only see the good. They only see the good, or they only see the roses in a relationship that you may have with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend. But they don't see all the work that you have to put into it, or the times where you may be lonely or sad, or, you know, they don't see all those things. And that's the same thing in this process. They don't see the, where the scale may went up and then the scale went down a whole lot. Or they don't see the sweat or the tears or that you had to put up with, or simple stuff from your hair. You get your hair done, but you know you need to go out here and get on this treadmill, and your hair is like, you done sweated your hair out, or you done messed your hair up or whatever. So, I mean, just the big things to the little things. So don't worry about others. This is your journey. It doesn't matter how fast you get to your goal or your finish line, as long as you get there. So, I have not started measuring my food. I said I was going to start measuring my food, because as this process goes on, you at first, of course, will not, someone sent a comment on Instagram, and I can't remember her name, and she was just saying, I'm struggling. And I looked at the date that when she had surgery, and I was like, boo, you just had surgery. So you're going to struggle right now. I remember when it took me all day to drink an 8-ounce when I wasn't doing what I was supposed to, because I was sipping, but I wasn't sipping constantly. An 8-ounce bottle of water, the little waters. And I even felt dizzy. I probably was almost dehydrated. And I remember those things. I remember taking me forever to finish a protein drink. I remember eating certain things and felt full really fast. But at 8 months post-op, you start to think or wonder, is my stomach stretched out? Because at first, you forget that, okay, when you first have your surgery and you do start, you get out of the soft food stage and you're eating regular foods, you tend to put too much food on your plate. And my husband would laugh. My kids would laugh, like, you're not going to, mainly my husband, you're not going to eat all that. And you don't realize how much you're putting on your plate. Then when one day it clicks, I'm not putting, you know, I can't eat all that. And you know what to put on your plate. Then after a while, when you'll notice other people's plates, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of food on your plate. That is ridiculous. Or how fast my kids go through something or eat something. And you're cautious of how much it is. And then you realize one day, hey, I'm able to eat a little bit more. Like now, I remember I would eat salad. And the salad would still make me full. But I remember my mom would say salad was a food that she could eat more of. But she's 5 or 6 years post-op gastric bypass. And I was like, Mama said I could eat a whole lot of this. Not that I was trying to eat a whole lot, but I just thought. But no, you'll still have swelling in your stomach. And it takes a while for that to heal. And my nutritionist said that as the swelling goes down, you'll be able to eat a little bit more. And someone also in the bariatric group made the comment of, you know, is my stomach stretching? They were like 1.5 years out, and someone said that you were still new for your stomach to be stretched out, and that someone commented, and I need to go and see if anybody commented back, but she said that they take out the muscle that allows it to stretch, which I thought that the whole entire stomach was able to stretch. So it's more of a mental thing, and it is more of a mental thing. This whole process is where at first you were putting too much on your plate, and then now you see other people and you're like, good Lord, that's a lot of food on your plate. To now it's like, am I eating too much? It seems like this is a lot I'm eating. And like I was able to have, I should have brought the bowl over here, but the bowl's about this deep and about this wide, and it was full of my Caesar salad. I posted it on Instagram, and I was able to eat the whole thing. And sometimes if I went a little while without eating, I noticed that I am able to eat a little bit more. But like, it just clicked in my head that I remember my mom saying, when she told me that she could eat stuff like that. So those slider foods like chips, like all that bad stuff, those slider foods, watch those foods, because you don't realize how much you're eating. And of course you ain't going to eat it till you get full. What you need to do, if you feel like you shouldn't eat any chips, if you feel like you got to have some crunch, some chips, find you some healthy alternative. But like when we were on our trip to the beach, if I feel like I needed some chips or something, I'll take a few out the bag. Don't, even the bag is small, because this is a multi-pack. Take some out of the bag and go ahead and give it to your kids, or give it to your husband, or put it away. Don't sit there with the whole bag, because that's the slider food. You'll end up eating a whole lot, because soon with chips, as soon as it hits your palate, it melts. It goes away. It's gone. So you end up eating all those calories and stuff, and you don't even realize that you ate that. So yeah, so I see what people were talking about with the chips. So anyway, to say all that, I just looked down at my notes. You can start measuring your food, and I can't remember, I did remember what the ounce was that some people were saying don't eat no more of, and I want to say 4 ounces. I could be wrong, because they were a little bit further out, so they measured their food, so they knew this is a stopping point. I'm not going to eat anymore. And my other thing that I want to say, because I know this is super long, but I had a lot to say in it, is don't eat and drink. Don't eat and drink. With that being said, I did great. I thought that was going to be something that was really going to be hard for me, and it wasn't. Now, there was a period that I was like taking a little sip, and I just ate something, and I felt like I stretched my stomach, or I felt like later on that maybe I was stretching my stomach. So don't do that. Don't do that, mainly because, not because of the stretchation, that ain't even a word, of your stomach, but mainly don't do that because that food, my nutritionist, somebody came down here, my nutritionist mainly said is that you need that food for nourishment, and when you drink something and it doesn't have time to absorb in your stomach, and your stomach is smaller now, you're pushing that liquid through, you're pushing that food through with that liquid through your system faster, and it's not having time to absorb those nutrients of that food, making you not get all, of course, all your nutrients. So don't do that. And a lot of times when I go out to eat, usually I can just get water anyway, because it's pointless, and it's just sitting there. Some people have the hang up to where they have to have, you know, they might get a styrofoam cup, so the waiter or waitress won't realize they're not drinking, but I could care less, really. But that's it, guys. I'm gonna try to do these more often, share with you guys. Follow me on Instagram, because on the Insta stories I try to post a meal prep. I want to start doing that so that I will be successful in this and taking my food with me. That's one thing I planned on doing at the beginning and did not do. I did at first because there wasn't a lot of options out there. But, well, chicken nuggets, but you get tired of that, and yeah. not a lot of options. So you just want to have your food with you on hand, especially if you're going over to someone else's house and you don't know what they may have or whatever, and you don't want to stop at the window. Plus it saves you money. So guys, I hope this was helpful, and I'll try to do some videos on that. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. I'm sorry this was super duper long. I don't even know how long this is. But I'll see you in the next video, and have a great week. Bye bye.